Alright, just keep tracking in here. Elijah, just keep tracking it southbound here. Hey, Elijah. So just keep tracking this car here. We're gonna just just TV9 is 24 southbound on the 5 and coming up to 134 split now. Looks like he's committed to south 5. Are we still going south 5? He's still going south 5. Alright, going under the 134. Listen to too many right now. Alright, where is he at? I know where that is. Where's he at? Alright. Oh, okay. He's still going about 80 miles an hour, and he's almost hit a couple of cars, just kind of weaving in between in all the lanes here. He's up ahead of you here. Okay, we're just passing the Los Feliz exit here. Still going southbound. Yeah, he's just about at our 1 to 2 o'clock here. It's a silver Audi. He's in the number 2 lane behind a white pickup truck. He's kind of straddling the 1 and 2 lane there. Base, Skybox. Box base, Skybox. Okay, we're still continuing south on the 5 here, passing the 2 freeway. Sheriff's airships got it in sight, and they're trying to get units back into us here. Alright, I'll give you your radios back. I knew you were handling Burbank there, and then I was just... So... Base, Skybox, so on the scanners, they've switched over to the black now. They're on black 2 central. They're over on the black. Okay. There's a unit picking it up now. Yeah, there's back on. Base, Skybox, alright, we're back on. And it started up in the Santa Clarita area, southbound. Southbound on the, it's not like the 14 from Calgrove. Or up by Placerita, I think it was. Alright, we're still southbound on the 5 freeway going under the 110. He's got a lot of traffic on the freeway, so he can't, well, he's not doing the high speeds, but they got him lit up here. Let me get, alright, now we're putting to pick up speed here through the slot here. Southbound on the 5 freeway through President Broadway. Where's that coming from? It looks like they're making a transition here. Which way are they going? We're taking the 10 freeway. 10 freeway eastbound. 10 freeway eastbound transition. Alright, eastbound 10 freeway. Here we go. Eastbound 10 freeway. Eastbound the 10 freeway and picking up speed here. Alright, speed's really picking up. Eastbound 10. Alright, he's really picked up speeds. We're doing up to 80 miles an hour here. Coming up to City Terrace. Traffic's moderate, starting to get a little heavy.
Right now, we're tracking at about 80 miles an hour. You can see how quickly he's passing other vehicles. Again, a reckless driver, that's what the want is on this. Now, there was talk that this guy may have collided with a previously collided with a unit, a police unit, early on in the pursuit, coming down the 5 freeway, somewhere around the 118 freeway. We haven't confirmed that yet, but we did hear some traffic about that. And speaking of traffic, cars are starting to slow down on the freeway. Looking up ahead, it looks like he has some slower traffic to contend with. I'm going to push back into the driver here and try to get a better look. It looks like they might have paper plates on that vehicle. Vincent Avenue, eastbound 10 at Vincent Avenue. Looks like his windows are heavily tinted, so very difficult to look inside the vehicle. We understand it's just the driver, no other people or passengers on board this vehicle. Now speeds have slowed down here only because of the traffic that's out here. It looks like they had a little bit of traffic in this area. Looking up ahead, it looks like it's going to lighten up a bit. Let me pull out to a wider shot so you can get a perspective of how many units are in the pursuit. 1, 2, 3 that we see immediately. And here he goes, hitting the gas, speeding up now. Going around some vehicles. I'm going to ask my pilot, Alec, who's the airship? Do you have an airship? Is it CHP? Sheriff's and CHP. Okay, so we have the LA County Sheriff's helicopter and a California Highway Patrol helicopter overhead, keeping an eye on this guy. And look at him go. He's going all across lanes, weaving in and out of the traffic. Very dangerous situation for sure. You can see as the suspect does that, he gets some distance on the officers, but they're staying in the game, and with those 2 helicopters overhead, he's not getting away. Oh man, here he goes. Look at that, moving from the number 1 lane or number 2 lane all the way over. Approaching Citrus, eastbound 10, approaching Citrus. 85, 90 miles an hour. They're calling it, oh, and he almost hit that black car right there. The car was trying to make a lane change into the lane next to him on the left. And almost, oh, and he goes right between those cars, almost hitting that black car before. 95 miles an hour. You can see him just blowing by cars now. Now the next freeway he's going to come up to is going to be the 57 freeway. 90 miles an hour, they're calling it. Using all lanes to pass other vehicles. Let me come out to a wider shot so you can see for a minute the traffic he's contending with and the choices this driver's making as he approaches the vehicles that are going much slower than him. Oh, that red car came a little close there to hitting that red car, and he's going to continue on. Really topping off speeds here. 57 freeway was within reach now. It's going to be another about a mile or so. He's having to hit the brakes because the traffic is slowing down here. Weaving in and out. Oh, that Jeep right there, that SUV almost got nailed. Oh, look at that. He goes all the way across lanes there. 90 miles an hour. He's having to make split-second decisions in his driving. Coming up to Via Verde. Now the 57 freeway is within reach now for sure. He's got an option here. He can go north or south on that 57. Approaching the Kellogg. This is the Kellogg interchange that he's approaching, and look at those speeds, just blowing by those cars. He blew by that bus, blown by a Jeep right there. Hard on the brakes a little bit, and then back on the gas. Oh, look at that move. Unbelievable. Hitting those brakes. That's going to burn those brakes quickly if he keeps doing that. In the number 1 lane, so it looks like he's going to stay committed to the eastbound 10 freeway as he comes up to the 57. I'm going to pull out so you can see that interchange as we blow by it. Look at the speeds. Look at the cars he's passing. Those other cars are freeway speeds, 50 or 65 miles an hour, and he's just blowing right by him. Here's the interchange, committed to the 10 eastbound, passing the 5771. Now we're coming into the Pomona area. Coming up to Fairplex, 90 miles an hour. He's all the way over to the right, could exit here, but at these speeds, I doubt it. Nope, he does not exit. Oh, look at that, a boat in his way, having to hit the brakes, now back on the gas. Now over into the carpool lane, so he's doing everything he can to try to get away. Wow, look at that move. Man, just one wrong move, just one lane change by someone not seeing this guy coming could end it all. Speeds have got to be closer to 100 now. Look at him go. Looks like there might be some smoke coming from his car. It's hard to tell. I thought I saw a little whiff of smoke there, a little puff of smoke coming from the back of that car. He's really pushing the limits on the vehicle. Oh, look at that. He's going to hit. Oh, no, I thought he was going to hit that car. Moved all the way over. And there he goes. Look at that, trapped. Let's see if he uses that shoulder. Nope, he's going to go all the way across. So he's willing to slow down there instead of passing on that shoulder. Now slowing down to freeway speeds. That'll give the CHP time to get right up to him. They won't do a pit at these speeds, especially with the traffic around him, but there he goes. Boom, on the gas, taking off on him. Wow, look at those speeds, just accelerating past all those vehicles, going from 65 to 90. Eastbound 10 approaching town, 85 miles an hour. Look at him hit the brakes there because he's got nowhere to go. California Highway Patrol saying, hello, we're right there, right behind you. Another unit there taking position, 3 lanes, 3 officers there, and then he just simply hits the gas. California Highway Patrol Baldwin Park units calling for the Rancho Cucamonga units to prepare to get involved. They are setting up ahead, and they're going to do the exchange or the handoff on this pursuit. Baldwin Park right now, but the Rancho Cucamonga division of CHP will take over. On the brakes, on the gas, on the brakes, on the gas. That's how he's driving, weaving in and out. California Highway Patrol, look at how well they drive and doing a great job staying up with this guy. The airship overhead, actually 2 of them, the Sheriff's Department, LA County, and the California Highway Patrol helicopter overhead. Oh, look at that move. Splitting lanes between those 2 cars at that speed. That's incredible. Oh, so dangerous. Oh, and then not back on the brakes. Look at that. He's going to split it again. That guy sees it coming. He moves over the last minute. NOC from KBC2, Chopper, just checking in on our signal. Like to know if it's holding up or if we should try switching. Oh man, another close call right there. Having to do a little housekeeping up here as we do the pursuit. I'm sorry, NOC, you came in really scratchy. I'm on Santiago on the 450. How do you copy? I'm sorry, you're totally scratchy on Santiago. I don't know if you want to try the 161 if you're able to. I do have you. We are eastbound 10, approaching the 15. Hey, I do hear you. I do hear you. We are eastbound 10, approaching the 15, so we're Ontario, coming into Ontario right now. Hey, Patrick, I do hear you. I'm switching mountaintops right now. With our signal, you're looking at this high-speed pursuit continuing on the 10 freeway eastbound. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Coming into the Ontario area, the speeds continue to be high. You can see that vehicle just jamming on the gas pedal all the way across lanes. He looks like he might be exiting here at a high rate of speed. This cannot be good. Look at that on-ramp or off-ramp. He's got, oh my gosh, nowhere to go. Left turn, no, he's going to go straight onto the freeway. Yeah, at that speed there was no other alternative but to go straight back up onto the freeway. Unbelievable. Oh man, had it. Trying to exit again. Let's see what happens. He's got cars in front of him. He's going to use that gore point there, and he's going to pass on the left, hitting the gas. He's accelerating instead of slowing down. Long off ramp. No, he's going to make a turn, right turn. He had, wow, unbelievable. I thought he was going to make a left. He made a right. Wrong side of the road. Oh, he's got traffic turning in front of him. He goes right around that car. Wrong side of the road again. Close calls there. Left turn. Oh, car that's in the way there. He fishtails a little bit, almost lost control. Let's see what the police are doing behind him. They got a big gap between them right now because of the speeds. On the gas, continuing on. Okay, I'm back on with California Highway Patrol. They made the switch off to the Rancho Cucamonga units. Back on the 10 freeway eastbound after a short jaunt on the surface streets using the wrong side of the road. Back speeds back up to about 90 again. Got a motorcycle to pass right there. He goes by that guy safely, thankfully. East of Archibald. Eastbound 10, east of Archibald. Splitting lanes, going in and out of traffic, 90 miles an hour. Exited twice just recently off the freeway, back on. Here he goes again, he's getting off. It looks like it's going to be Archibald at high rate of speed once again on the off-ramp. He almost lost control twice before. Hitting the brakes, hard on the brakes. He's got cars in front of him. He looks like he's going to make a right turn. There's a Coke truck. He's going to go right around that Coke truck. Right turn. There's the officers right behind him. South. This is actually Haven. Oh, look at that. Oh, that pickup truck coming through the intersection. Wow, now we have an issue with Ontario Airport, the airspace. The helicopters aren't going to be able to cross over. Here he goes into the left-hand turn lane, right through that red light. We're going to have to get permission to cross over the runways as well. And he's going to be just on the east side of the Ontario Airport. I'm watching the pursuit on the camera, but also watching the LA County airship overhead, trying to get permission to cross over the runways. They're holding us right now, but we're going to be soon rejoining this pursuit. I did, yes. Yes, I did. Thank you. Here it goes, and through another intersection, and still we're having to be held outside on the north side of the airport, which we're trying to get permission. It'll be a minute or two. Looks like we're about to get permission to get through, but he's continuing southbound on Haven, away from the 10 freeway. He's got the 60 freeway coming up ahead he could jump onto. We'll see what happens. We're going to try to keep a long eye on this guy, but again, the airship's also having a problem. There's the 60 freeway. Oh, look at these coming really high speeds there, having to go across all lanes. Wow, using that center divider, all that dirt kicking up, and then he's going to continue on. Now we got permission. We're going to move through past the airport. Look at that cross traffic. He's making a right-hand turn. We're going to lose him behind the homes here momentarily. I'll try to keep an eye on the vehicle. Look at the distance he has between the police. This is going to be a little difficult to pick up again. He made a right turn, so it sounds like he may have ended up inside. Trying to listen to the scanner since we're away from it. First light, so he might be right in this area. Let's see if I see a high-speed car moving. Don't see it, but we'll regain it. There's the officers coming in. Yep, that's the street he was on. Let's see how far ahead he is. Stop that. I don't have him. Oh, okay, he's made a turn into a neighborhood. He's stopped. It might be a foot chase now. Look at the kids on the playground. They're taking off running as they saw the officers pull up. Oh, no, he takes off. He was pulled over there. He tried to hide, and he hit the gas again and continued off, splitting the police cars, it looked like. Uh-oh. Oh, it looks like he crashed with the officer's vehicle, one of the California Highway Patrol. And look at his car is messed up on the front end. We're hearing now that he did crash into one of those California Highway Patrol officers. We're checking on the status of that officer right now, but and it sounds like that officer's car is disabled. We don't know the condition of the officer right now. Hopefully that officer is okay. He tried to duck into a neighborhood. It looked like it might have been a cul-de-sac. And the airship had eyes on him, pointed it out to the officers responding. They looked like they had him boxed in. And then he hit the gas, crashing into one of the officers. Now let's see, we got one unit of the California Highway Patrol still in the chase, and the helicopters as well. Look at the damage done to the front end of this vehicle. It was not like that before. He definitely rammed one of the officers there in that cul-de-sac and continued on. Southbound, coming up to Riverside. Here's the intersection right through that one. Two more officers joining in the pursuit there. Still high speeds. Now we wonder how much damage was done to that vehicle. Eastbound Riverside at Mill Creek. He's on Riverside. That's left turn on Mill Creek. Let's see if they try a pit right here. Maybe. No. They're talking about it. They're saying they're giving him the okay to pit. Let's see if it happens. Right under us. That's okay. We're doing good. He's going to come up to that stop sign. He's got a T intersection Here we go. Let's see if it happens right here. He comes into position. He speeds up. The officer speeds up, and the suspect speeds up. He sees it coming. Let's see if it happens. They're ready to do it, willing to do it. If they're able, we're not sure. Here he goes. Here's the pit. There's the pit right there. Nice job. A nice pit maneuver. And now let's see what happens if the car is disabled or not. He might try to hit the gas. Hard to say, but he's done a successful pit maneuver. Guns drawn. Let's see what happens with the driver. The driver looks like the car's smoking. The driver coming out. And is that a woman? Hard to say, but down on the ground now, on the curb. They're going to take that suspect into custody. A successful pit by the California Highway Patrol. Lytle Creek and Stone Creek, I think they're calling it. Stone Creek and Lyle Creek. Little Creek. On Little Creek Loop and Stone Creek Way. Little Creek or Lytle Creek? This was a super dangerous pursuit. High speeds on the freeway, all the way from the San Fernando Valley down into downtown LA, east on the 10 freeway, getting off multiple times on surface streets, running red lights, going across on the wrong side of the road, and even crashing into a California Highway Patrol officer. Hopefully that officer is okay. Finally coming to an end in a small community. Yeah, I believe so. Yes, I believe so. Come on, come on. Mill Creek Road, Riverside off of Riverside Drive. There's a suspect. Thought maybe it was a woman. It's hard to tell, but it looks like it is a man, male. Deer Creek and Tahoe Drive. Deer Creek and Tahoe Drive might be where he crashed into the officer. Did you say the second pursuit that the officer's been in, like today, or second ever? Wow, okay. We'll try to find it. Stand by. The camera is acting weird. Mill Creek. Okay, copy that. Well, this certainly was an intense pursuit, ending up here in the Ontario area, just south and east of Ontario Airport, in a neighborhood. I'm going to zoom out to give you a perspective of it. It looks like a I don't know if that's a park area or a school that it ended up next to, but this suspect having a pit maneuver done, and that's what brought it to an end. Wanted for reckless driving, and certainly this driver was driving reckless. I want to thank you again for watching on our website, NBCLA.com, and join us for our coming up broadcast of the news. We'll bring you the very latest on this pursuit. I'm Gil Levis, News Chopper 4, with my pilot Alex Street. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we got to find the where he crashed into the officer. I think it was. I think it's right there. Yeah, it's. He came off this street. He came down. I don't think he went that far. So he came down and then he went in here. I think it is. No, let me see. No, here is this street. Is that the street he was on? No, wait, it's over here. Yeah, here it is, I got it. So it's, see the flare pattern there next to the lake? Okay, right in there. Yeah, it was pretty violent. Look at that.
Afghanistan war veteran is in custody tonight after leading the CHP on a high-speed chase across 2 counties. KCAL 9's Christy Fajardo is live in Ontario, where the pursuit ended. And Christy, you actually spoke with the suspect's father.
We did speak to his father. His father actually came here to where the pursuit ended, looking for his son. He tells us he hasn't been the same after getting back from Afghanistan, where he served multiple deployments spanning 3 years. Take a look. The CHP says the pull over the suspect for reckless driving in Santa Clarita. The man's father says the driver is 26-year-old Christian Hidalgo. He says the Afghan war vet's PTSD has become so bad he had gone to the VA hospital in Westwood today to try to get help. The CHP says the driver led them on a dangerous pursuit through 2 counties, topping speeds of 100 miles an hour. In fact, it was so dangerous a squad car crashed during the chase in Ontario. We're still trying to find out if that officer was hurt. Not far from that scene, the pursuit ended with a pit maneuver. Hidalgo's father believes his son, who he says has been hearing voices, was trying to get home where he knows it is safe. He says that's been his MO for the last 3.5 years since he got back from Afghanistan and started struggling with PTSD.
We've let him down once he came back, he had no help. I had to fight for his assistance to be able to get him where he needs.
He was calling you today while he was in the car. What was he saying?
That he's going through some challenges, he needs some assistance, and then basically the phone went dead.
Now, Gary Hidalgo said he wanted to talk to us because he wanted to get the word out that not enough is being done for our veterans. We have been trying to reach the CHP to find out what sorts of charges he might face, but suspect's mental state is usually factored into those decisions. Back to you.
Oh, that is just heartbreaking. Christy, thank you so much for the update.
All right, just keep tracking it here. Elijah, just keep tracking it southbound here. Hey, Elijah. So just keep tracking this car here. We're gonna just. TV9 is 24, southbound on the 5 and coming up to 134 split now. Looks like he's committed to south 5. Are we still going south 5? He's still going south 5. Alright, going under the 134. Listen to 2 minutes right now. Alright, where is he at? I know where that is. Where's he at? Alright. Oh, okay. He's still going about 80 miles an hour, and he's almost hit a couple of cars, just kind of weaving in between in all the lanes here. He's up ahead of you here. Okay, we're just passing the Los Feliz exit here. Still going southbound. Yeah, he's just about at our 1 to 2 o'clock here. It's a silver Audi. He's in the number 2 lane behind a white pickup truck. He's kind of straddling the 1 and 2 lane there. Base, Skybox. Box base, Skybox. Okay, we're still continuing south on the 5 here, passing the 2 freeway. Sheriff's airship's got it in sight, and they're trying to get units back into us here. Alright, I'll give you your radios back. I knew you were handling Burbank there, and then I was just... So... Base, Skybox, so on the scanners, they've switched over to the black now. They're on black 2 central. They're over on the black. Okay. There's a unit picking it up now. Yeah, there's back on. Base, Skybox, alright, we're back on. And it started up in the Santa Clarita area, southbound. Southbound on the, it's not like the 14 from Calgrove. Or up by Placerita, I think it was. Alright, we're still southbound on the 5 freeway going under the 110. He's got a lot of traffic on the freeway, so he can't, well, he's not doing the high speeds, but they got him lit up here. We get, Alright, now we're putting to pick up speed here through the slot here. Southbound on the 5 freeway through President Broadway. Where's that coming from? It looks like they're making a transition here. Which way are they going? We're taking the 10 freeway. 10 freeway eastbound. 10 freeway eastbound transition. Alright, eastbound 10 freeway, here we go, eastbound 10 freeway. Eastbound the 10 freeway and picking up speed here. Alright, speed's really picking up, eastbound 10. Alright, he's really picked up speeds. We're doing up to 80 miles an hour here, coming up to City Terrace. Traffic's moderate, starting to get a little heavy.